Okay, so when a customer comes in, the first thing we do is we look to see if they have existing service with us or if they're a brand new customer and have never had Decatur Utilities account with us before. We accept two forms of ID, such as we prefer driver's license and social, but we do also have a list to look from to get the information that we need. They have to present that. And then we move forward. They either need to have a proof of ownership, such as a sales contract or a closing disclosure, or a lease, a current lease that's signed by the landlord and by the tenant. Once we receive all that information, we match everything up to make sure that we have the proper IDs and also the lease or proof of ownership that they're submitting. We can use that the address is correct, everything is signed, and then we go forward with setting up their new service. So we bring them back to our office and we first run their social to make sure that they have had services with us before, or we are creating them a new account with a new customer number. Then we will check their social, we'll check their credit, and that will determine if they have to pay a deposit. If they are an existing customer with Decatur Utilities, we will look at their credit history with us. That will override their credit score. And then they will pay a deposit according to the services that we are providing at the location that they're moving to. Once all of that is established, we will start creating their account. And if they're an existing customer with us, we make sure that we update mailing address, phone numbers, that we have scanned the IDs that we have on file. If they are a new customer with us, then we will check their credit, and if we get a red dot, that means that they owe a deposit, or if we get a green dot, that means that it can be waived with Decatur Utilities. An existing customer, also we check to make sure that they are not an alternate deposit customer. If they're an alternate deposit customer, that means they've been cut twice in a 12-month time frame and they have to pay a double deposit. So if their deposit would be $200, and that means they have to pay a $400 deposit. When we start setting up their service, we will check all services that we're providing at that particular location. If they are a gas customer, one thing that we have to pay attention to and check is the consumption history on the gas. If the gas has been off over a year, Decatur Utilities requires them to get a gas inspection from a licensed gas contractor. And so we will check that in our system. If the gas has been on within the 12-month time frame and it's currently off, we require a meet time for the customer to turn on the gas. If any service we provide has been off over a 12-month time frame, we also require a meet time. That's talking about the water. If it goes through the wintertime, there could be busted pipes, and so we want the customer to meet us, so when we open the water valve up, they can go inside and make sure everything's okay before we leave. And the same with electric. We want them to meet for safety reasons on that if the services have been off over a 12-month time frame. So when a customer comes in and they're moving from one place to another and the power is on, that is considered a transfer in our system. So basically the FSR will just go out and get reads according to what's at the location, and there's no interruption in service. If a customer comes in and the power is off and they need the power on the same day because they're moving in, we will set that up the same day, and that is considered a move in our system, because we will be connecting the new service for them. We will put the comments on the account and we will go ahead and set up the service according to the needs of the location for the customer. And then it will continue on. We'll add the deposit. We will make sure the mailing address is correct. There's a setup fee of $15 per service for the customer. We have them sign the customer service agreement that we submit to them to make sure everything is correct. And then we submit that order to the field.